How many of you had that problem? You had the AVR ISP programmer, the one with the USB, and you wanted to program your AVR chip, and you had this, the breadboard. You wanted to connect one to another, and of course you can do it. It wouldn't be very nice, you can do it with the jumper wires, connecting it and wiring it on the breadboard every single time. So how cool would it be to actually have this? An adapter. Nice and tidy and universal. This is Stellars, and today I want to show you how to create your own adapter, high quality, from ISP AVR programmer with 10-pin Kanda cable to the breadboard. Here we are. We have ISP AVR programmer with Kanda cable. This one is 10-pin, and this is the breadboard. 4 times 5 pins, gold pins. You can take your typical gold pin line and just break it into 5-pin pieces. You'd also need a very thin wire. Solid core wire would be the best. You would require this, which is a raster strip board that we will be soldering together with the pins and the wire. Okay, you have your pins, you put them in the breadboard, and then you need to position your strip board over them. Okay, carefully. Right. Do it exactly as I do, so that you can see that the pins in here leave empty holes around them. 5 here, 5 here. You put those pins in the middle. These will be attached to the Kanda cable. Then you need to cut that wire to get those tiny pieces. We will be soldering those pieces together with the pins on a strip board. Good. So you have positioned your strip board. Now you need to support it from one side so that it doesn't trip. And now you need to take those tiny wires that we have prepared before, and you need to stick them on the pins so that they would be soldered to the board together with the pins. Let me make it a little bit closer. So let's start putting that in. Excellent. So we have all the wires attached. Now is the time to get everything covered with the flux. Don't be shy about it. The flux is needed to grip onto the steel and the pins, and then to solder them properly. So you need to solder the wires and the pins together. Okay, excellent. So those wires were soldered together to the board, together with the pins. And now what you need to do is to get those wires curved and put into those holes adjacent to the holes that you have just soldered. You would need to use needle nose pliers to do that. Unfortunately, I do not have the small needle nose pliers. Security controller at the Heathrow airport has taken those from me. Don't ask me why. So instead, I would use this. There we go. 1. It's not that easy. Excellent. So now you can see that I have actually curved that wire and put it through the holes on the sides. And on the other side you can see that there is some excessive wire that we can cut with wire cutters. Okay, now comes the next task. Take the 2 pairs of 5 pins and put them on the either side of the breadboard central groove. There you go. Now turn your strip board around and try to fit those holes that you have just put the wire in. Excellent. It holds tight, and as you may expect, our next task is to actually solder it. Take a little flux, don't be shy about it, put it on the pins and solder it in. Done. Soldering done, and as you can see, now we have an adapter. All those central pins are connected to the side pins. Those will go to the breadboard, those will go to the Kanda cable. Now what we need to do is to cut it around. I will cut it using Dremel tool. Don't forget about your eye protection. Okay, let's start off. And there we go, we have an adapter. Just needs some smoothing, which could be done with another tool. And voila, we have fully functional ISP to breadboard adapter. Thank you very much.